Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to show you how to use drawio online. Let's begin. To use drawio online, you just have to follow these simple steps. Of course, you need to open your web browser and go to the diagrams.net website. Alright, and click the start button. If you click the download button, you will be using the drawio desktop application. So I want you to click on the start button, and then you will be forwarded to this section wherein upon opening of the website, you will be asked to choose a location where do you want to save your work. Now you have all of these options for the storage clouds, such as Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, GitHub, and GitLab. If you want to save it locally to your local computer, just click the device. Alright, just choose one of these options. And if it's your first time, you will be prompted to log into any of the following accounts to authorize the app to access your cloud storage. And then if you don't want to choose any of the following, just click on the decide later and move on. Then you will simply be forwarded here wherein you have to click on the create new diagram from scratch if this is your first time. If it isn't, you have been working with drawio using the application on your computer, just open the existing diagram if you have saved it right here, okay? But if you want to click this, all what happens, you will be forwarded to ask the file name that you can choose to save it later. All right, from here we can rename it as this one right here, okay? And you can choose from any of the basic templates. You can choose from any of the following, like class diagram, flowchart, org chart, swim lane, and any relationship diagram, sequence, simple Kanban board, cross-functional placeholder holders, and mind maps. If you want to hover here and check some of the following templates, you can do that. Or if you click the smart template, you can be exact on what kind of diagram that you wanted. For example, all right, this is going to be an AI generated. Type in the generate, but you can choose from any of the following. All right, for example, we're going to be choosing a diagram type. Click generate. It will give you such results like this one. Wait for it, depending on the complexity of the data. Takes a little while, but sure thing is it would give you something like this. If you're happy with it, just click the create button, and then you will be forwarded to this canvas. This is going to be the center panel. If you want to access the toolbox, you might want to click the full screen option on the top right corner. It will give you the toolbox, the left side panel, and the format panel on the right side. Wherein if you want to add shapes here, for example, I'm going to add miscellaneous right here, general, advanced, UML, all right, and any relationship, flow chart, or arrows. You can choose from any of the following. Click the advanced, miscellaneous, and general. All right. If you click the more shapes, you would be forwarded here, and click on apply. You also have an option to add symbols and images and pictures. If you click the import, you can choose from any of the following. In my case, I'm going to choose the device, and then the image will be added here, and you can resize it, place it accordingly to fit your diagram. All right, it's kind of easy, really. And then again, if you want to add more flow chart here, for example, we're going to be adding a UML or any relationship. We have a separate video using all these. You can add more kind of, if you want to type in symbols, if you want, right? You can add anything here. If you click the more results, you can add and insert, drag and drop the symbols right here together. Just familiarize yourself with the interface. You see, you can click or you can drag depending on your preference. You can add some like a keyboard right here. You can add an actor. So you see this format panel. If you click, for example, an element, you have the option to choose a different color for the fill. For example, if you want a green, click that. you would notice that you have that option here. Click on apply. This one kind of like it's an orange. Click on apply and you have that. Now, once you are happy with the diagram that you have created here in drawio, you might want to click the file section. Click on save by pressing Ctrl+S on your keyboard, but normally drawio automatically saves your work. And then on the upper right corner, there is going to be the share button. All right. You see, this is particularly helpful if you are collaborating with your team members, or if you're working with maybe multiple freelancers or with your client. If you're using a cloud-based storage service like Google Drive, you can invite others to view or edit the diagram by clicking the open right here. Click on share and enter the email addresses of the collaborators. All right. Now, having said all of that, go to file. If you want to export this to different file formats, you have that power. Click on these options: PNG, JPEG, WebP, and SVG. If you chose SVG, for instance, you have an option to create a zoom, border with a diagram, transparent background. You can edit all these settings. All right. Click that here. And when you're finished with your diagram, again, click the export button. You will be forwarded again to this same settings earlier, wherein you are asked to say where do you want to save your diagram. Because we opted to decide later, you will be asked again on the last stage. You can choose again from your cloud storage options such as Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, GitHub, and GitLab, or if you want to save it locally, click the download button. All right, I'm gonna choose Google Drive for now. And then if you want to embed this diagram to maybe your website, if you're using a Squarespace, WordPress, or Shopify, you might want to click the publish link. It would give you this kind of embedded link where you can use it to your website. If you want to preview what will happen, you have that option. Click the preview, you would be forwarded to this section, right? Depending on the complexity of your data that you have created. While at it, there is an option here for the print. If you want to share this for presentations, maybe to your company or to your team members, you can do that. You can click on the preview. Where do you want to print this diagram that you have created? All right. Looks good enough. Yeah, I want you to escape this and try to print it. And then once you're happy with this, click the copy link and embed this to your website. Diagrams.net automatically saves your work to your cloud storage you choose, so you don't need to worry about losing data. But it pays to check if you want to save it and make it a habit. All right, that's how you use Drawio Online for creating, editing, and of course, sharing diagrams. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you again in the next video.